I am very shy, to the point where it's almost like social anxiety. I'm constantly overthinking things, and I always feel like I'm coming off as super weird, and I don't push myself to try new things or even go out in public sometimes because I feel scared. And when I say social anxiety, it's not that I don't like people or I don't like doing things. I actually do really like being around people. It's just that I get super nervous in social situations sometimes, or I don't even want to go out in public because I don't want to feel awkward or embarrassed. So throughout my life, a lot of people have told me that this is a bad thing and it's something that needs to be changed. And teachers would constantly tell me in front of the whole class that I was too quiet and I needed to be louder, or people would come up to me and tell me that I was too shy and I needed to talk more. So it seems like everyone is saying that you have to try your hardest to become an extrovert, because that's what everyone else likes, and that's going to make your life so much easier. While there is some truth to this, I don't totally agree that we should have to change such a fundamental part of our personalities just so we can fit in a bit better. Because I don't think being an introvert is a flaw, it's just who I am. I mean, the world might not be the friendliest towards introverts, but that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me. But at the same time, I do feel like this fear of embarrassment or fear of being awkward can sometimes hold me back from engaging with the world around me. More often than not, I found myself staying in the comfort of my bedroom instead of going out to any kind of social activity. And eventually I was so isolated in my own little world and started to feel like life was just passing me by because I missed out on so many things. To fight my social anxiety, I started pushing myself to go out and do things, even if that means doing them alone. I spent more time going to libraries, bookstores, and also explored a few new places. I wanted to embrace feeling a little bit uncomfortable so I could slowly change. And one day when I was walking down the street, I just suddenly had this epiphany, and I realized, like, nobody cares what I'm doing. Nobody is looking at me, let alone thinking about me, because everyone is too busy thinking about themselves. So there's really no reason to stress too much over yourself. And this realization kind of helped me relax and relieve some of my anxiety that I had about social situations. After pushing myself out of my comfort zone, it made me realize that life is all about balance. Because after spending some time out in the real world for a while, it made coming back to my personal world at home feel a million times better. I think that doing something even slightly out of our comfort zone is a really huge step, and it allows for a lot of personal growth. Another thing I realized is that there might be a lot of mean people or a lot of negativity out in the real world. But overall, I truly believe that most people have a lot of good in their hearts. And most people want human connection, and they want to feel close to other people. So now, sometimes when I go out, I might even strike up a conversation with someone, which is something that I would have never done in the past. I think embracing our true selves is way more fulfilling than trying to conform to what other people want from us. And there are ways to grow as a person while also staying true to who we are. All we can do is take life one day at a time, and remember that most people are too concerned with their own lives to judge ours. So don't let anything stop you from living life to the fullest.